So July is historically a month where in the year of the halving, things tend to get a bit poppy in the crypto market. There tends to be some liveliness. You start to see some movements to the upside. And I think yesterday, or at least this last 24 hours, has been a very big indication of what we may see moving forward. We saw BTC price surge all the way to 50K. We did get a rejection there. Go figure. That's our 200-day moving average. But it wouldn't surprise me if later this month, we're really talking some higher BTC prices as we play into this Wyckoff accumulation model. If you guys want to check out my video from yesterday, I do discuss that. And I will say that SHIB is loving this move right now. In fact, SHIB has bounced very heavily off of this long-term average. You guys can see it does not want to stick around those levels at all. We're trying to reclaim basically 4017 before what looks like our next leg in terms of Shiba Inu. Remember, sometimes, guys, you need to drop before that slingshot shoots you up to the next new highs. All right. And that specifically brings me to this. By the end of July, is Shiba Inu going to reach this 403? So this is a range that Shiba Inu has not been in since April. You guys can see all the way in early April where SHIB was in fact about at those ranges. And we got very close here at the end of May. As SHIB was emerging through its break box, things were looking really good. We unfortunately played into that head and shoulders, and we kind of followed this overall drop in the crypto market. It sucked. It is what it is. It gave us big opportunities down in these ranges. Now, with the market moving the way that it is and playing into possible massive short liquidations and possible big white swan events, it wouldn't surprise me if later this month we are in fact talking, mid to high 60K BTC and again pushing 403 in terms of Shiba Inu. The great thing about this, guys, is that's where you tend to have some momentum. You tend to have more positivity. And this is where these price pushes above 403 begin to become a reality again for Shiba Inu. It's not something that's so far in the distant past that people have forgotten about it. Now, some of these white swan events that could push us further, I want to talk about here in just a moment, but I do want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, BAMBIT. So guys, I've been looking for new projects in the space, up and comers that people aren't paying much attention to. And this is one that I've actually been in since hour 3. They have a lot of exciting things going on. There's a big push taking place right now. And I am in this both on the coin side and the NFT side. And one of the cool things about this, guys, is that these NFTs actually have a utility for the project. So I actually have NFT number 7, lucky number 7, right? Go figure, luck side, lucky number 7. And one of the coolest things about this, guys, is there are a bunch of different products that you guys can get from the merch store. And the great thing about this is that 70% of the profit on these you actually get as a holder of the NFT. 25% of this actually goes towards the BAMBIT buyback and burn. So it's actually helping remove BAMBIT supply. And we know what obviously that does for prices, right? Buy and burns actually do help increase price. Now, this coin went on a meteoric rise, guys. Again, I got in kind of right down here, went on a meteoric rise above a $3 million market cap and went on subsequent retracement. And unfortunately, we dealt with some turmoil in the charts. There was actually this huge, massive whale. The whale was so large that they actually held more than what the liquidity pool did, right? I don't know if I've ever seen that take place. Now, this whale actually facilitated this buying for a very long period of time, just buying up the charts, buying up the charts. They did a test sell at one point, which was for one BAMBIT, which was 2.1 cents. And then they continued buying and buying and buying. And even on the drop, as they sold a little bit, they started buying again, which pushed us on this second wave, which was just insane, right? This is a whale that believed very heavily in the project. And unfortunately, there was a weekend where Solana started dropping. It actually got basically this whole level of consolidation that we dealt with in the market, right? Right here, when Solana did a heavy drop, the whale decided, hey, I'm going to dump all my BAMBIT at one time. And they sold $73,000 worth in one clip at $154,000 loss, which was wild. Now, the cool thing about this is that the charts actually got bought back up very quickly, a 60% surge in just a very short period of time following that dip. And then now we've just kind of been on this period of consolidation. Volume has been kind of low, but you guys can see that we've actually been in this process of slowly working our way to the upside. So if you guys are looking for a project that is kind of early on and frankly, I think has huge potential, as always, this is not financial advice. This is one I would definitely recommend at least checking out. So I'm gonna put some links in the description below for you guys to check out. We've been talking about this a bunch in our Patreon too, but feel free to check it out. So some white swan events, guys, that may affect the market this week are at least in the near term here, are the approval and trading of Ethereum spot ETFs, the conclusion of the Ripple VSEC case, some of these obviously major short squeeze liquidations that we've talked about time and time again, the things that push BTC prices up almost like a meme coin are all sitting right there. And people seem to forget. They get caught up in the bearishness in the market. They get caught up in the negative sentiment, and they just forget that all these things may be like just happen one after the other. We've seen these things compound in a negative way, like we saw during, what was that, March 5th, like we saw during the July 4th escapade, right? That's what we'll call it. And now we may see the opposite happen, something that sends us surging to news cycle highs in terms of Shiba Inu, and frankly, may leave some of these prices that we're at currently unrecognizable. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Don't get complacent. Don't think that, oh yeah, we're kind of falling into some of the bearish times in terms of crypto. No, I call BS. This is the time where the market tends to get a little bit exciting. So definitely pay attention. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.